Diabetes. So the first one, type 1, that Claire has mentioned, it is an autoimmune disease where the body attacks and destroys itself. We have a big question mark about the body never does anything to spite itself. It's never doing something because it's having, it's angry with the body. The immune system is really angry with the body, so it's going to attack it. I truly trust, and I've never seen any research around this, the body is trying to heal itself. There is a mechanism in the immune system that has seen something in the pancreas cells. There is a dysfunction in the pancreas cells, and the immune system is trying to heal it. I am absolutely convinced of it. And so in an autoimmune disease, in type 1 diabetes, the pancreas stops producing insulin because it's being attacked by the immune system, or trying to be healed by the immune system. And so type 1 diabetics need to inject insulin to help the body use the glucose that they're ingesting from food. If insulin is not delivered, then the glucose stays in the bloodstream. That's similar to what we were saying earlier, and the body cannot use it for energy. Type 2 diabetes is the thing that is developed from poor eating. It's the way that the body is regulating insulin and sugar. And again, it's the insulin resistance. It is the cells are no longer responding. There is too much insulin in the body. There is too much glucose in the body. And when you have consistently high blood sugar levels in the body, you get nervous system, circulatory system, immune system dysfunctions, which is why diabetes needs to be managed. It's so crucial. It's why blood sugar management is so important.
It is managed so badly.
So
badly. It's incredibly reactive, and actually we were when we were really developing this work, I actually conveniently dated someone with type 1 diabetes, who wore a continuous glucose monitor, so I totally made him my guinea pig. And what was really interesting is, as soon as a diabetic, type 1 or type 2, gets any kind of blood sugar dip, they're told to eat something sugary, which then sends their blood sugar spiking, and then they're told to react and use insulin. And I was like, that is mental. So why aren't we eating in a way that stops this constant need to react? And so I actually used him as a guinea pig. And so a type 1 diabetic will use, I don't know if it's all of them or if it was just him, but I think for many, they will use they'll inject a background, like a long-lasting insulin in the morning and at night. And then they'll use reactive insulin throughout the day. And we got to the point where the reactive insulin wasn't needed. So his body was able to process, because he wasn't eating food that sent him into this reactive blood sugar mess. That's actually how we're supposed to eat. That's how we're supposed to live, is not needing insulin on this regular basis. Because let's go back to the basics. The pancreas is not supposed to be dealing with blood sugars. The pancreas is supposed to be digesting our food and getting nutrients out of our food. 95% of its job is supposed to be digestive, not working on blood sugars.
So underneath diabetes is a stressed pancreas that is working too hard.
Yes.
That last one, gestational diabetes, arises in pregnancy, usually second or third trimester. It's a beautiful demonstration of our triangle. It's that interplay between hormones and blood sugars. And if you have anybody who's coming into your clinical practice with any of these conditions, then you are going to be thinking about carbohydrate intake, sugar intake. We're going to come on to it, the kinds of food plans that you want to be working with. You're going to be thinking stressed pancreas that is working too hard. And in pregnancy, the body's got to do so much.
And with gestational diabetes, people are often told it goes away once the pregnancy is done, but I really see it as shining a light on unstable blood sugars going into pregnancy. And there is, I don't know the stat, but there is a statistic which is that you are very, very much more likely to develop diabetes if you experience gestational diabetes. So for me, it's just literally like your hormones are showing you what's going on.
It's often that a woman is insulin resistant going into pregnancy, and then that tips over into diabetes.